Raid Shadow Legends 2 here with Tormin the Cold. So this guy is pretty crazy. I'm going to talk to you about how I would balance him. I'm going to show you some pictures of some weird things that have been happening. And then I'm going to show you some arena battles. So let's get into it. How I would balance this champion here. Now, Polarium is not really good at balancing the game. They have a lot of RNG champions in here, like Hegemon is a big RNG win. This is another one which should not be working the way he is. Also, there's a lot of bugs going on, which I'm going to show you, and some things I've reported to the game as well. So let's look at here. With Fearsome Presence in the defensive support tree, we get an additional 5% chance to freeze on all his abilities. So I did choose that. So I have a 30% chance whenever you get a turn meter increase, a buff, or a heal to do a freeze on that person. And that's for each one, which is really makes it an RNG win when you're fighting. Now listen to what I'm going to say, watch the video, and then let me know your thoughts at the end. So the way I would balance this guy is to make it only affect buffs, not turn meter increase and not heals. If you make it only affect heals, it's too weak. If you make it only affect turn meter, it's too strong. But if you make it just affect buffs, I think it's right there in line with everything else. Also, you need to make this 100% provoke and not 80% provoke for one turn. And then we're good. We're good with a fantastic champion who has a lot of other things going for him, especially if you have somebody like a Venus or Ignatius. If you can fit in HP burn with what he has without forcing it in there, making it really gel with your team, which a Venus would really do, then you're good to go. This guy has a lot going for him, a lot of fun stuff. But this passive is too much because it makes it too much of a coin toss win or loss for people in Arena. Now, if you only make it just proc off of a buff that people do, then you're already shaking up the speed meta. And I have a 330 speed Arbiter, so I know what speed's about. I know you can easily outspeed people and win. Usually, if you have a robust roster, you can look at what the enemy has, the AI isn't that smart, and you could win. Well, now you can win against the AI with just this guy because the AI is not that smart, depending on who they have, and depending on what team comp you come in with. It's pretty easy to win with Tormin because you're gonna proc an insane amount of freeze, and it's gonna be pretty silly. Now I've procced 5 times in a row to a Cernic who had some gear on him that was healing him, some artifacts. 5 times in a row he healed himself. He's gonna heal himself every turn anyways, but I was able to hit it 5 times and he froze him over and over and over. On here, let's just say it was just for sakes, like I said, if we balanced him to make it for only buffs, then people like Arbiter who buff and then also do turn meter increase would be affected. Somebody like Seeker, we have Lysandra that would be affected. Apothecary, Golden Reaper, Martyr, Valkyrie, only those people would be affected. A lot of anybody else who does buffs would be affected, right? But it would still shake up the speed meta a tremendous amount, and we'd have to come up with alternate ways to do our speed meta. So I just think it would be better that way, and it would bring him to make this guy still a very powerful person that you would use when you come up against speed comps, especially against the AI, because the AI isn't going to be smart with the moves that they do. They're always going to use Arbiter's speed and buff increase. They're always going to use the other ones as well that give them buffs. So he's still going to really shake up the speed meta, but he's not going to be so overpowered with the way he is now. Those are my thoughts. Let me know at the end of this video if you agree. We're going to go over a lot of crazy things that he's been doing. We're also going to look, I'm going to look at his gear and masteries at the end of the video if you want to, but definitely check out those arena battles. They're pretty cool. But right now, let's just look at some other things that would be affecting you. If you're getting frozen because you might have Cycle of Revenge on, a lot of people have this. I have this on my Arbiter right now and a couple other people that I need to change it for the way that we're fighting Tormin. Because whenever my allies get crit, I have a chance to get a turn meter increase. I can be frozen. If the enemy heals, then you heal, you can be frozen. If you kill an enemy and you get this HP back, you can be frozen. Arcane Celerity, same thing, get a turn meter increase here with rapid response. So be careful with what you have right here for your masteries, because they can really affect you against him. Also, be careful with what kind of artifacts you have. If you have artifacts where you're zoning in with shields, you could be frozen right away. It looks like, I want to show you pictures of that. If you have things that heal you, you definitely don't want to use those anymore. You want to take those off. So just be careful. There's a lot of things that can affect you. Sure, there are champions out there like Doom Priest who really doesn't help out your team much, but funny enough, I think she removes buffs, debuffs right away, and then she does the heal after, so you could all be frozen after that. So you just got to be really careful with the way that they're doing him right now. Let's look at those pictures and see what we have. So this one right here, I reported to the bug section already. He has a block debuffs on Smash Lord, but for some reason he got a turn meter increase or something happened and he got frozen by Tormin's passive, Well, obviously, if you have a block, debuffs, buff up, you should not be frozen by the passive. So I did report that, so be careful for that one. When you zone in with shields into the arena battle, you come in and then you see the shields pop up on your people. Well, you're going to have a chance to be able to be frozen, which this happened here in this battle. And then on this one, this is just a normal, everybody got frozen from turn meter increase and buffs going up on the enemy. Let's jump over to those arena battles. There we go. So we started with shields. As you saw, they started with shields. We got a freeze off right away just from them applying shields. Because when they come in, I don't know if you noticed it before, but when they come in to the battle, shields are applied then. I think for sure this should be changed, but for now, this is how it works. That worked out well. We didn't have to worry about Arbiter boosting at all. We get the lucky freeze on Arbiter. There's an RNG win for us right there. Let's go over here. Here's a lot of boosters. I doubt they're going to be faster than my Arbiter, but if they were, it would be fun to see the AI turn meter boost buff, turn meter boost buff, and see if any of these people would not be frozen. Now you're seeing people get frozen from our boy here, Tormin, when he does damage, because they probably have the support mastery, the defense mastery, that whenever any of their allies get crit, that they get a turn meter increase. And when they get that turn meter increase, they're getting frozen. There could be other masteries that they have on as well. There's a lot of different masteries out there. So you gotta be careful with that, for sure. 100%. Because he doesn't have a freeze on his skill 3, and that's what I'm hitting them with on that skill 3 sometimes where you see them get frozen. Now we are getting counterattacked back like crazy. Let's get to some harder, faster. I need to find somebody who's really fast. Really, really fast. Let's see. Or who has Tormin themselves. That way we can see. Look at all these. Frozen, frozen, frozen. More frozen. Like non-stop, just frozen people. I love it. It's great. The RNG is great. It's with us. Let's go find another Tormin and see if we can't have a lot of just RNG fest and see who wins. Let's go find. Let's refresh. I think these are weaker battles. I don't see a Tormin in here. Of course, if you have Hegemon and Tormin, you're going to be super powerful against speed teams. Now, again, we talked about, I said before, against high resist bruiser teams, he's not really favorable. So this is a good team to have him in. You've got bruisers, you've got taunters, you've got Valkyrie. But I can also get the Valkyrie passive and try to do that one. I don't know what other passes they're going to have on these people. Probably going to lose because I'm more of a fragile team. They're more of a survivable, lasting team, of course. So we'll go ahead and fight them just to see how much I get frozen, right? And how badly I get beat down by RNG, and then see if they get any, see if we can get any freezes on them as well. Didn't see any here in the beginning. Now I'm gonna boost. All right. I'm not gonna boost. It would be too dirty in the beginning because they're just really gonna wreck me. So I'm just gonna try to slow play it a little bit. Not boost yet. Let's just try to do a turn meter reduction on somebody and see what happens. We don't want to get provoked. They're both gonna provoke. Frozen there. Now, why would she be frozen? Did she get healed? Did she get a turn meter increase? Okay, she didn't get a turn meter increase. She did probably get a turn meter decrease. So, did that affect it? Did that make us get that? Just a turn meter adjustment at all? Even though I think the text says increase. That is very interesting. I'm going to try this then because we have a chance to apply a decreased attack. And if we don't apply that decreased attack, we get a chance to decrease their turn meter. Let's see what happens. No, everybody was decreased attack, so there was none there. We just got frozen, and we got hit twice. Why did we get hit twice from him? That was really odd. Did he counterattack us? No, we didn't do enough damage for him to be able to counterattack us and hit us back. That was really weird. Okay, let's turn meter boost, see what happens. We already have 2 frozen. All right, we got a 3rd frozen. He is counterattacking us. We don't have burn up. Nobody's taking burn damage, so why was he counterattacking us without counterattack up? And he wasn't taking 25% damage. The counterattack mastery was not going into effect. Very weird. Okay, we don't have AoEs. We can go with this one right here. I can actually steal everything. And let's steal it from him. Remove all those buffs and hit him up. Okay, let's see how many times we get frozen now. 2. This one's already. So those again. All right, we're going to do an AoE provoke and get hit by a lot of people here. But he's frozen, so I don't have to worry about his AoE. It's good. It's going to hurt. Ouch. Okay, all that hurt a lot. Okay, let's see what we get on the resurrect. Let's see if my 2 standing get frozen and then my reviver gets frozen. She got frozen again. Okay, we got a couple of freezes over here. I'm surprised with our turn meter increase, with Valkyrie getting her passive increase. I've seen her be frozen as well, so I'm surprised I haven't seen that very often. We were only able to get countered by 2 because the other ones were frozen. I don't remember if they had counterattack. Okay. For some reason, she just got frozen out of the blue, and she didn't have. I'll have to look at my Arbiter's masteries because I didn't check them and see if she has something that increases her turn meter off of buffs or debuffs that you apply or remove. Or yeah, she has the increase if my allies get crit, that she has an increased turn meter. Almost positive. So she got frozen out of the blue from that one. What are we doing? Is anybody going to do anything here? I'm surprised Shazar hasn't had a chance to do his bombs yet. We've been messing around too much. Okay, now we really need to wait one more turn for revive. We're going to try to knock. I don't know who he's going to hit though. He could kill my Arbiter easy, and she is the lowest right now. So no, she's the lowest. Okay. See, Arbiter just got frozen out of the blue again. Oh, because she got healed. He got healed. She got healed, and then she got frozen. Right. Okay. All right. We got it. I forgot she does have the mastery that the defensive mastery. Whenever somebody else heals, she gets healed. Almost positive. We'll go check on that. see if we can get a stun off. We got a stun off here. Get a stun off. We need to get around to our resurrect and see how many get stunned, frozen from that as well. If we can make it. Nope, it's not looking good. Oh, Arbiter, come on. Okay, looks like when you come back from the dead that you're okay. But this one's gonna be the kicker. Everybody but Tormin. You held fast. All right, let's get some stuff. Oh man, this is just too dumb. It's too dumb. So I mean, but this is the team that he's best in, right? He's best in a bruiser, slow burn team against a speed comp, which doesn't have a lot of survivability. That's what he is built for. But it is still it's too much, and it's not necessary. It's not necessary at all, and it throws the game balance way out the window. Let's go ahead and end this and get to the next one. It just throws the game balance out of whack, and we should definitely only be his passive for anybody who receives buffs. And that's it. Just only buffs. And that would make it, he would be a really good, strong champion then against the speed meta, and he wouldn't be broken for everything else. For sure would not. Let's go back to that team. Where's that team at? Here they are. Let's go back in here with, we're going to get a speed increase. We are also going to get a decrease. Let's move all their stuff off. We'll keep our own guy in here to try to get some freeze off. And we should be fine with that. The easiest thing to do, again, would be just to take all my gear off of Arbiter, put it on Molly, and just immediately provoke. So I know I'm going to be the fastest. I've got whatever speed I've got on my Arbiter, 330. Put that on Molly. I've got the speed lead of 32%. I'm going to be way faster than these guys anyways. Even if I didn't have that speed, I mean, you could see that they were slower, and then I just provoke everybody right away. That would be the best thing to do in this situation. I don't want to move gear around right now, but that would be the best thing to do. What I am going to do is bring in a sniper. If we get, no, I'm going to bring in my own Valkyrie. Then we'll do enough damage then. We're just going to keep my boy alive, Shazar, and do as much damage. We only have one reviver here, which is Molly, so we don't have to worry too much about the rest of that. And we do want to block. It would be really good to put in a block buffs right now. If I could put in a block buffs, that way we don't have to worry about her doing that. But we should be able to, hopefully we'll get a provoke off, but we just need to make sure that he's faster than them, which I don't think he's going to be. He's not very fast, so I would need to make him fast. So you can still be faster. You just can't do it with this turn meter increase, right? But you can still be much faster. That's not a problem. Who was the other person I was going to bring in here? Just to try to get it. Stop it. Just to try to get a snipe off. Or even if we don't get a snipe off, let's just go with Biggin for fun. I don't know how his speed's going to match up to them. He's probably, if he doesn't go right away, then we're going to have issues with shields and reflex. Okay. Does it look like she jumped up right away? Yeah, we're good with his speed. So we're going to try to get some stuns off. And look at that. That's so weird, right? Why is he doing that? Something is wrong. We got some stuns off, and people got frozen from that. So they obviously had support masteries, which I would guess all these do, to counterattack, to get turn meter whenever their allies are crit, all that kind of stuff. So you can see that, look at, everybody is frozen now. But the other funny thing is that he attacked. You saw him attack. He attacked with his A1 as if I had burn up somewhere. Instantly activates the skill whenever an enemy under freeze and HP burn debuffs take damage from HP. There was no HP. Obviously, we don't have anybody with HP burn on my team. All we did is go in and freeze some, but he still used the skill. So I don't know what that's about. I don't have anything. There's no mastery that would let my guy, Tormin, attack right after my Biggin hit and do this stuff. So it's really, really weird right now what's going on. I have no idea, but we're just going to go ahead and finish this off with another A1 hit. And then what did I get frozen from? I mean, what did I get stunned from? What would have counter-stunned me? Everything's weird. What would have counter-stunned me? Who has a reflect back stun on somebody? I don't know what's going on with this guy. I mean, it's Polarium, so, you know, everything's whack. Who knows? Did I just get a fear from somebody else over there, too? Buffs and debuffs are going haywire. There's a lot of issues right now. A lot of... there he went. He did it again off of his turn. Strange. Very strange. You guys let me know if you're having these situations and what do you think's affecting this. Like, why is he doing that? Try to get a stun. Okay, man down. We got him. So a lot of really odd situations are happening. Turn meter increase. All right, let's go up against a turn meter speed team, and we're not going to go arbiter speed lead. We're going to let them take care of speed leads and going first. We have somebody here, and this would be a good one. So their arbiter's going to go. We're going to take massive AoE damage, but we're going to try to regulate that damage with, just so we can see if we get a lot of freezes off. We're going to try to regulate that with, where is it? We're going to do attack down if we can before these girls attack. I don't know. They probably will because we've got, what is Cataclysm Collectors? Oh, he's going to attack us with them as well. Okay, so we're going to take a lot of AoE damage. I don't think we're going to be able to survive that many AoE attacks from this many Skull Crowns that are jacked up. Valkyrie, we'll turn meter increase. We'll try to get buffs up with Valkyrie. All right, let's just play a really heavy defensive. We're going to get some more defense. Jesus. Valkyrie. There she is. And we're going to use Duchess Lilitu's passive to take less damage from AoE. Should be okay, but we're still going to die. I mean, that much. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4, if he gets Catacomb, gets to bring them in, and then they go themselves before I go, we're going to be in some serious issues. Some serious problems. But let's see if we can get some freezes off right away. We've got a 30% chance on both. Yeah, so the whole team is frozen because I have, obviously, the mastery to get an additional 5% chance to freeze. So 30% twice off of just that one move. So they all were frozen. No worries then. No worries whatsoever. Hilarious. Now we don't have, I should have just brought in, I should have known that such a high percentage chance that I could just bring in DPS now. I should have just brought in DPS, wiped them out. I shouldn't even have brought in Duchess. Just this, get up our shields, DPS, and then crush them right now. Crush them with Biggin or whoever I want to right now would be fine. Or I could have some fun and put up some burns. Really doesn't matter. And they would pretty much, this would be a done deal already. Okay, now we're lagging. Okay, now we broke the game. Too many freezes. The view won't change, and we broke the game. There it goes. We got another freeze from her after she attacked. We're just going to go try to remove that. Nobody on their team replaced Fear, but for some reason, I got a Fear on my Sirius. I don't know if you've been noticing that, but she's been fearing herself. So that is whack. So many things are out of, just crazy right now. Tormin, what have you done, buddy? What have you done to the game? Yes, get her out of here. And that's it. Done deal. Okay, so there you go. There's there's how dumb RNG it really is to have him in here against the speed meta. Now, again, I know I've been saying this, but let's just imagine that his passive only did it against buffs. So then it's very, very strong. Even still, they received a buff from Arbiter. So then I've got a 30% chance each to freeze them. It's still very strong. But then we can find other alternatives to do speed boosts. We could use somebody like Kaimar who doesn't do a buff when he does a speed boost. We could use other people out there. Obviously, it's going to affect Arbiter, Seeker. We're going to affect Lissandra. We're going to affect a lot of those big ones out there. So it's still going to shake up the speed meta tremendously. But it's going to really help out to have Tormin there and those bruiser teams, and whenever you come up against those speed metas that buff, so it's still really good. But he's not going to be ridiculous and hit heals, hit turn meter increases, and hit buffs, which is way too much. Only buffs would make him super good, super strong, mix up the meta, which I'm all for, but not be crazy overpowered. Not be crazy overpowered like this, not at all. Here's another one where we can get a couple buffs going on. Let's do this again. Let's not worry about bringing in more protection from AoE. Let's bring in our own heavy hitter, which was going to be Biggin as well. We could go with Marksman or Anithwe Blood Twin, but I sure like Biggin. I sure like it when Biggin goes in there and just crushes everything. It's fun to watch. Okay, here we go. We didn't get lucky that time. We got 1 and then we got 2, but at least it was on the DPS there. But we are about to get provoked. That's not good. Then we got 2 more from just his A1. It's very strong. Okay. Let's get up counterattack. Now we've got 2. Biggin with the AoE and our Tormin with AoE. Yeah, I like it. Okay, nobody got taken out then. She did just do turn meter increase skill 4, but nobody got frozen then. He was already frozen, Biggin was. So they might... We have really high accuracy on this guy, so we should be good as far as that goes. We shouldn't be resisted. And I don't even... It has to check for resistance accuracy check. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's supposed to. So... Oh, yeah, I forgot. I don't have a reviver on this team. That's sketchy. We're not doing good. I do not have a reviver on this team. We need to get her out of here big time. And we're going to get hit. Okay, luckily we're still getting these freeze passives up. We should have gotten a few there. We had 2 chances. Unfortunately, we didn't get any there. 30% chance with our masteries each 2 times, with Seeker doing his increased turn meter and boost, so I'm surprised we didn't get one at all, but it's going to happen. And this battle's over. So there's going to be a lot of fun teams you can make out there. Again, the team still would be super fun if they did what I was talking about, and it wouldn't be crazy overpowered, but right now, it's a little ridiculous, right? It's a little bit silly on the things that can happen in the RNG of it all. It's going to be... It's just not what the game needs, and a lot of the... it just goes along with Polarium. They don't know how to balance. I mean, they have Hegemon, which is... Obviously, they need to remove the skill lockout on Hegemon, and they need to balance the game in general, so... Let me know your thoughts below. I'm not going to keep doing battles. Let me know your thoughts below. There are some... I'm going to record battles as I go. There's going to be a lot of fun battles out there, and I'm going to do highlights on those battles in future videos, but I just wanted to talk to you about Tormin and get your thoughts on him now that I've been able to play him at 60. He's max level, max geared, max masteries. Actually, I'll go over to him really quick so you can see him before we end this. All I did is take my gear from Molly Tankard and put it on him. He's really slow right now, though, but we're able to get a lot of defense. Speed is 204, 451 accuracy, which is really important, what I want for him. And we need to speed up, though. I need to speed up around 270. I'd really like it, but I want to get really high speed with really high accuracy. That's all I'm worried about on him. I don't even care if he's fragile. If I can get him super fast so I can provoke right away, and that his passive and his other abilities will still not get resisted, and I get high accuracy, then I'm good to go. So I'll work on that for sure, but I do have everything maxed out on him. It was only like 11 books, not bad, and I have his mastery set to this right here. I don't have anything. I didn't want to go into anything that would give me an increased turn meter boost or anything that would give me additional heals or any of that kind of stuff. Wait, did I get this one? I thought there was one other one that I was scared of. I can't remember where it was. But there was another one that I was scared about getting, and yeah, anything like that, it's definitely this one. I've got this one on a lot of people. I've got this one on my Arbiter or anybody else that I do boost with. I probably have this on a lot of people. Right here, turn meter increase, that could get you too. There's a lot of things out here now that can get you stuck, so you got to be very careful with it. Thanks so much for your time. Thanks so much for your support. Please let me know what your thoughts are on this champion. I know you might not be able to get him or not, but just think about the champion, the balance of the game, and let me know how you would think, even if you could get him, or just from seeing him played, let me know what you think about him. I'll see you all soon.